Alright, the new stuff got added, but before jumping into the new story, let's check out some new summon stuff, in the meantime, why not? Which is also an excuse for me to show a bit more of Glenn, Matt, and Lucia, since it's been a while since we've seen those. Particularly, let's have another double summon in the form of Shiva and Ramu at the same time. And appropriately they give weapons that are themed after that and have particular effects about debuffing the enemy to those specific elements.
Cool.
Don't ask me how Ramu keeps rocking the beard, he just rolls with it. Although the most egregious case is in 514.
Meanwhile, Barrett's like, who the hell's this Glenn guy?
Speaking of which, Glenn's
Who the hell is that?
Glenn's joke weapon is a Pico hammer, kinda. It's a squishy one.
Beautiful.
And also, these one of these alternate outfits, one of the more simple that you get via the gear exchange ticket, rather than from the banners. A relatively simple jacket and trouser combos might be his civilian outfit.
Come on, Barrett, I thought Aerith told you all about me.
It's more of a case of, Zach being like, "Oh, hi, Barrett, did we ever met?"
Well, based off of how the new timelines may or may not work, you might eventually. Weird. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do wish that most gotchas were as replay friendly as this game is with the story content and just replaying stuff in general. Like, a lot of gotchas these days, it feels like you've got to be planning ahead of time to do a
like I said,
playthrough.
The actual story stuff is available all the time. That is not pulled until obviously end of service. It's just that the events tend to actually be locked in. This is not really a problem right now because, like I said, all the events are festive themed and you can just chalk it up to say, and then the character forgot because they entered through a portal. It wasn't really there. Yes, you can also make the argument about nothing was accomplished, a waste of time and all. But as small local runs that you go through, that's not too bad, admittedly. So far there's been only one major case that I argue where one event is really important, and I don't know why they decided to portray it in that kind of way instead of actually making it a story chapter, but who knows.
Events are obvious, and again, we're lucky enough, but I think you started recording this more or less on, the first year that this came about, so we pretty much haven't even really missed out. So thankfully, we haven't missed out on any events, essentially, but I'm talking about, how a lot of gotchas will normally even do the story stuff. For example, Fate Grand Order. Yes, you can replay the cutscenes, but you can't replay the actual story missions that came with them, just mostly the story, save for very few occasions and whatnot.
3 weeks later.
Alright, new story means new character, specifically a young version of Angeal, believe it or not. Again, another concept that has never been explored until this point. How Angeal was in his younger age when he wasn't spouting all the bullshit about honor and, and dreams and shit like that. You will be very surprised.
And I guess we'll truly get to see the ultra super original origins of the Buster Sword, baby!
No, we already know about that from Crisis Core. His father made it for him. That's it. There is a significance that the Buster Sword gets to have in this story, but it's relatively minimal and, it's fairly simple in what it shows, so don't worry, you'll be able to see. I particularly love this sword, which is just a block of green.
It's green.
It's infused with Mako energy. But yeah, no, again, To credit to where it's due, Ever Crisis is proof that, hey, a game does not have to nickel and dime the hell out of you, even a gacha, to be successful. Either that or Square are just really giving this game a lot of leeway, but it seems to be holding out strong enough witches.
Yes. Alright, so we start in the present, as in the era around the time of the original game or Crisis Core. I forgot specifically when. It will be important, once again, for the final part. Similar to the original one, we start in a time and then we flash back. With a man in a black robe.
Oh boy.
With a camera.
Is this the last guy that tried to interview Scarlet?
No.
Ruined village in Wutai, the region of Wutai.
You see, the clones of Sephiroth really tried to have a go at streaming before the Great Reunion.
This land is home to a mysterious power. Safe to say our work isn't done until we find out what it is.
A girl with a very striking appearance. The missing soldier, my partners, my mentors, my friends. I'll get them back to Midgar, whatever it takes.
You and I were raised in different worlds. We'll never see eye to eye.
Whatever you say, Snake Eyes.
I have a feeling that the moment Sephiroth changes his mind, the world will change.
You really think so?
I'm sure it'll be for the better.
No matter what they say or do, you gotta block it out and push through the end.
I love it. Sephiroth's biggest obstacle is his father.
We transition back over Wutai back in the in-date 1992, which is roughly a bit before. Wake up, Sephiroth.
Just a few
We're almost there.
minutes.
I wanted to talk to you. I'm Angeal. Angeal Healy. I'm not much older than you, even though I'm still a rookie.
He has no idea he's technically younger.
Really?
1992. This is the most important work of my life. A record of the moment the course of history was altered forever.
My name's Bachman. I cover wars.
Sure, buddy. Look at them legs.
Please stop staring at me.
You think I look older than 16? Give it 20 years when you'll be asking me how I kept my youthful glow.
Of course he sits cross-legged.
Hey, Angeal.
He's so fabulous.
Did you know you were born? Well, even when resting, I have to look stylish. As Cousin Dante would say.
I was born in Banora. Even if you don't know the place, I'm sure you've heard of Banora White.
Ah, Banora, another thing to add to my list of places to destroy.
Some people call them dumb apples. You've had one before, right?
What did you call me?
What? Guess not.
This is the most boring interview ever.
I figured out I was main squad leader over our young hero here. Hey, come on.
What's this? Somebody actually better than the mighty Sephiroth? Unheard of.
It's because even though you're a soldier without equal, a leader, you are not. Is that what you do? Make a sour face and expect everyone else to keep a wide berth?
That is so ironic given how you're going to turn out in the future, Angeal.
You think it will work on me?
Give it a few years' time, maybe.
Again, it feels so weird to see Angeal in this kind of personality. I bet you've never even been reprimanded.
I feel like they're going for a Gat Moe situation, like, oh, look at how full of life Angeal was before he found out he was born in a lab.
It was very similar to Zack. You're just a punk cyber kid, but accept that the higher-ups appointed you the quote-unquote great hero as our new leader. That said, if you whistle to round us up again, I'll kick your ass. Yeah,
So-
this is to showcase that this is after the accident in Rahdore and Sephiroth has been shaken by it. Well, I'm up for this challenge.
Basically, this is at a point where Sephiroth was questioning, are soldier really the good guys?
Yeah, the first soldier
despite-
clearly is a story about him.
It was September 1992.
Fine, I'll pose for the camera.
Sephiroth and Angeal had landed at the ruins of Robio, located on the southern tip of Wutai.
And then along came this annoying little shit called Genesis.
The young soldiers were on a search and rescue mission. Their objective was to track down their 4 missing comrades. This is Russ Bachman of Shinra's Records and Archives Division. At the time, my title was Chief.
That's exactly why they put you out in the field. Stop that.
It's my job. Sorry, but it's my job.
Look how cool Bachman is with the shades and all.
God, he looks like Pliskin from Metal Gear Solid 2.
I'm here to fill the Agara Forbidden Zone in Robio and catch you two in action.
Wait, the Igara Falls? No, please.
Especially you.
Some kind of promotional video?
Probably. That's for PR to decide.
Of course.
Even now, they're going to do a hit piece on Sephiroth. Let's get to it then. So, Sephiroth, tell me a little bit about your aspirations.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hosting a shampoo company commercial, honestly.
How specific?
I imagine my hair will be longer by then.
Say something bold. Inspire me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what
Go!
I'm saying.
Go kill your aspirations.
Missing soldiers are my partners, my mentors, my friends.
I wasn't talking to you.
I'll get them back to Midgar, whatever it takes.
They absolutely won't be dead for tragedy's sake.
Nothing's more important to us than that. Do we understand each other?
Did you understand not to put in? I didn't ask you anything.
Well, it's basically Angeal just reminding the journalist his place.
Of course, we're all professionals here, and pros don't step on each other's toes.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
Riding.
Well, look, I'm sure we can trust all branches of Shinra to not screw each other over.
We're looking for 4 missing soldiers. With no distress signal to follow, we have to do this the hard way, of course.
What do you think that tells you? Alright, we're rolling.
Quite interesting that they sent in only the 2 of us, but alright, I am overqualified for the job.
It's never stated if Genesis had joined yet, and if so, if he's still stuck in Midgar. They said only the 2 of them. Sorry, young Genesis is not in this episode. Maybe they're saving
What?
it for
And I
a
was
third
looking
one.
What? And I was looking forward to him reciting pretty much every play I've never heard of.
Time to show off your stuff, Sephiroth. Wow me.
Do not blame me if you ended up getting cut in the situation. Really? This tiny little thing?
So yeah, it's time to showcase what Angeal can do. Unfortunately, I'm still a bit overpowered, so you have to wait to see something more complex. But this will showcase, here's the hilarity. For the entirety of his moveset, special moves, regular attack, limit breaks, Angeal never touches his Buster Sword.
Get it, Teal? Because the Buster Sword is only to be used for truly honorable situations. It is in his
He literally just carries a weight that, slows him down in battle, unless he wants to be like Piccolo or Rock Lee and uses the extra leverage to, level up or something. What was that? Why didn't you fought?
Too underleveled for me. Wouldn't get me much XP. Besides, you had it handled.
What?
I said you had it handled. I know you soldiers are all about efficiency, but you have to give me something to work with.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
PR wants footage of the legendary Sephiroth in action. I'm here to get it for him.
And I'm here to tell them to stick it up their bums.
Like I said, we're all pros here. Let us help each other do our jobs, eh?
I don't know.
Oh yes, you're doing an absolute wonderful helping on the battlefield with that camera of yours. I never heard anything about being filmed. This was done without my consent.
That's because you don't come to the briefings.
Well, the briefings are stupid.
So call you won't get rid of me. I don't know how much intentional it was, but Bachmann's attire kinda is a bit ingenious. Remember, the original game was released at the end of the 90s, and this is still a prequel to it. So reflectively, Bachmann's outfit would not be out of place of the original Jurassic Park, which was in the early 90s.
The people of Wutai call this place the Agara Forbidden Zone, and they don't dare to set foot within its borders. Although, hang on, how is he filming in widescreen in the early 90s?
There was some widescreen tech in the 90s, it was just very expensive.
That's why the top brass figured they must be hiding something big. So naturally, they sent a squad of soldiers to investigate.
This also expands the lore on Wutai, and you might catch it from the music, but we're in full fatal frame type of Japanese horror, by the way. Some of our finest, according to records.
And every one of them went missing. No distress signals, no trace, nothing.
Like, just to set in, this initial chapter was released in October 2024, near Halloween. Yeah.
Perfect.
If you've seen one ruined village, you've seen them all. No one's been here for a long time.
Wow, thank you, Captain Obvious. The scars hint at what happened. Destruction like this takes monstrous power.
Or just someone high on coke.
What do you think, Sephiroth?
Wake up. Sephiroth is sleeping.
Clearly this was the work of Snowflame. I mean, search for the missing soldiers. Don't get in the way of your filming. It's not my job to think of anything else.
Again, the incident of Rahdore clearly has scarred Sephiroth deeply because he's not even wanting to socialize a bit. You're missing out.
Basically, he was good friends with Glenn and company, and well, since they didn't exactly part on the best of terms.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't seen them parting ways, so that's the extra mystery. What happened? A new experience is never a waste of time. You're not more if you start treating everything as a job.
I don't agree.
Oh yeah? Then convince me otherwise. Can this marriage be saved?
Sephiroth is soon to find that every soldier member he works with will just test him mentally in some way.
Man, I can't believe this footage. I wish I could be there to see it when PR starts tearing their hair out.
Sure would be a shame if something bad happened to you. You all give me headaches. I'm leaving.
For the purpose of a major story outside of having a role, Bachmann is there to be kind of an audience surrogate. He's there to give a recap to the chapter at the end of it, just so you can absorb all the information. Over there! We're up, Sephiroth. Let's clean them out before he gets eaten.
To quote Fate Grand Order, we've got wyverns, y'all! But yeah, no, like, the thing I've garnered within... The thing I've garnered from Angeal is, again, I don't mind the fact that they retconned the Buster Blade to have a big role, because yes, I get it, the Buster Blade turned out to be a very special weapon. No, what I mind is the fact that they made it such a big deal that, oh no, the Buster Blade can't really truly be used for just any old fight, so it basically kind of becomes that Surfing Dracula meme where you don't get to see...
Even beyond that, it's a dumb idea to begin with. Yes, you know, it has a very high significance, but at the same time, it is nonetheless a tool for war. It's not like it's supposed to be, you know, hung out as a, you know, a safekeep in your house or anything. It was literally given to you as a tool for combat, and Shinra deemed it suitable for your needs to be used potentially. Like, how is it possible that Final Fantasy X on the PS2 years before that got that right with the Brotherhood sword that Waka gives to Tidus? It's Marco Morse. He's been dead for more than 3 days by the look of it. These wounds are something else. Keep this information in mind, it's important. We didn't even have a chance to save him.
Did you know him?
Told you before, every soldier is my ally, my friend. This
Even the ones you don't know.
Basic storytelling lesson from Half-Life 2, basically. I'll bring his body in later. First, we have to locate the other ASAP. Sorry to say, ASAP! We'll be back soon. I promise.
He's dead.
See, here's what I like about young Angeal. He's kind of like Zack, except he also has his brains intact. So fucking weird.
I guess in a way this shows why he has a soft spot for Zack.
I never seen anything like, yeah.
One was just dropped as a baby or something, I don't know.
Fine as ash, but glitters like glass.
But is it as unbreakable as diamond?
I bet it has something to do with why they call this place the Forbidden Zone.
Remember, this is a completely new location in Wutai that we never seen in the original game either. We find the survey crew, we'll find our answers, but we have to hurry.
How much you want to bet that Shinra...
Go on.
How much you want to bet Shinra eventually just bulldozed through this place, and that's why we never see it in later chronology?
No. I know it's a bit hard to remember because it's been a long time, but please try to remember a bit the geography of the world map of the original game. The entire Wutai consists only of just the Wutai village at the very end of it. Another one.
Another one.
And the rest of it, if you pay a bit of mind to it, the rest of it was not even a grassy area, but only desertified. It was not even you know, brown desert, like rocky desert, almost as if something had life had been burnt away. This episode takes that into consideration and tries to give it a lore reason for it.
Interesting.
Including the fact that Wutai had settlements here and why we're not inhabited anymore. Radam Thon, a P-model soldier. He's been dead for days too. Damn, he's not much older than us.
You recall, they usually imply that, oh, that's all remnants from the Wutai War, but this is Sephiroth at his youngest here, so the Wutai Wars technically would mean that this was not Sephiroth's doing, so if not Sephiroth, what did do it?
She and her friends, Glenn and Matt, assaulted one of the engineers on their mission and fled. No one's seen them since.
That's the story it's been given officially.
Yeah.
But you were with them, right? What were they like?
It feels like a flashback.
Think of every sitcom you can imagine. Talking to the three of you. This was me what it's like to have fun. I think I'm enjoying it. It makes me not want to destroy the world. We never talked about personal matters, liar. They were just another squad I was assigned to. I imagine he's saying that to kind of protect them in the long run.
I bet they loved you. Who wouldn't? Again, Angeal has the optimism in spunk, but doesn't go overboard with that.
I dig.
Those traitors were so busy colluding with the enemy they didn't see the hero in their midst. It's better you didn't get mixed up with those idiots.
Yeah, Shinra being Shinra is just already going in full-on smearing campaign.
Pretty much.
Yeah, poor Sephiroth.
You know what I do dig about the first soldier? It at first tricks you into thinking it's mainly going to be about those three, but as soon as Sephiroth enters the plot, you get it more, and now with episode 2, you truly do see, yep, the story was about Sephiroth.
I mean, it's literally called the first soldier. You have to remember that the P0 class was more like, again, prototype more than anything. So Sephiroth was considered still the first soldier. Especially because, remember the thing that was told in... here's the Sephiroth joke weapon, a tree branch. Remember what's told in Crisis Core? Angeal and Genesis were part of the Genova G project, while Sephiroth was Genova J project, meaning that it was the perfect one that all soldiers after war were, copied, into for treatment, imbued with Mako cells based on that kind of treatment. There you go.
Basically, that's the big irony. Him, Genesis, and Angeal were all technically Genova projects, but it's to be argued that apparently they may have kind of been based off of Sephiroth. Like, okay, they were created to age more than Sephiroth, apparently, but if I recall correctly, Sephiroth's technically the older of them. Angeal Healy. You probably already know this, but I'll say it just in case. Even among soldiers, I'm a special case. I'm the only one who can speak freely to Professor Hojo, whose research is devoted to expanding our limits. And yet, for some reason, every time I talk to him, I feel cringe. So even though we might be working together now, we'll never be friends.
Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog. Didn't expect that. Happy to get it off your chest?
I swear, we will never, ever, ever become friends in the future. And it's not like I'll take on, your prodigy or something.
I can see being around the professor so much did wonders for his personality.
He didn't have the best parental influence.
Don't let anyone hear you say that, Angeal. But off the record, I agree. It's like misusing the word allegedly.
Reminder that even amongst Shinra, Hojo's pretty despised by almost every other staff, essentially.
To answer what you were saying, Jova, again, Project G was essentially another prototype where Genova cells were injected in the babies after they were born. Project J was with the Genova cells being injected in the womb during the gestation. So that was the big game changer.
I always wondered why they didn't just try that with more when they found out how much Project J actually worked out. Just, do it in a way that the kid won't go crazy when he finds out he's a lab project. Because it was a very contained project.
Remember, it was handled very internally by the scientists Oljo and Lucrezia, and it was never public knowledge until, unless they were one of the very restricted higher-ups at Shinra. There's the implication that not even Heidegger, Scarlet, and Reeve knew about that. And Palmer, but Palmer is an idiot, but so,
The irony that I think Palmer's the one from the board who survived or didn't get seriously injured.
It is never, not even the expanded material bother to mention what happened to him if he truly died after the truck ran him over, and the message that he left when the rocket takes over was a laptop or something. It's just a mystery.
I'm guessing they'll probably try to address this better in the remake trilogy,
yes.
Hopefully. Like, that's always been kind of the weird things, like, because he is a higher-up, but then it's just like,
that was because it was tied to the space program, and it was more of a technicality more than anything, because the space program was a failed project that he never bothered to resurrect.
It's weird that they don't even address what he's up to in Advent Children.
No, and for the record, like he said, the novels bothered to explain what happened to Don Corney, of all people. So, clearly they did not have a problem with mentioning stuff about side characters. It's Ed Shooter. He's just as bad as the others.
Wow.
Sephiroth, take care of those.
What am I, your errand boy? You do it.
I'm gonna watch over Ed. Something tells me protecting a dead body is below your pay grade.
Damn it, that's actually a good point. I hate when they actually fight me with logic.
I can tell in confidence that Matt Further was partially responsible for translating this, because, as I noted when we did Near the World Ends with you, translating my responsibility being tied to my pay grade, that's one of his quirks in changing the meaning to that.
You see this stick? I'm going to murder a flower girl with this stick in the future.
Sure thing.
And it will be her.
That's very nice.
I'll be specific.
Should we get them a therapist?
I'll bring him back.
Don't worry, it's going to be hilarious. It'll be the last thing she sees. She'll be expecting a sword, but no, a branch with the very plantation she wants to sell.
I'll call the chopper.
Well, Jova predicted the remake.
What is it?
I think this person's dead.
These wounds were made by a blade.
Is that so? They're the same as those on Marco and Radam.
Clearly this is the work of the Keyblade!
What's up?
It's highly likely that a person killed this man. These cuts were done by a blade, not claws.
Sephiroth did it. You don't think a ninja did this, did you?
It's a possibility. Remember, Wutai was still in conflict with Shinra by this point. That doesn't
oh my god.
Else,
you know, I joke and say Yuffie was the killer
just
since
a simple
remember...
exchange of intel. You can manage that, right? Okay, no, Jova, it's not Godo. I can already tell you that.
Alright, then something's headed our way right now.
Oh, that's my cue.
Above us!
As above, so below.
No, not really. It's just a monster jumping on us, a giant Wutai toad.
Clearly, the toad used a sword to kill these people. We'll have to take him into court.
Hey, I was going to kill that. Sephiroth kill stealing. God damn. Yeah, in case you're wondering, also Angeal will receive his own set of alternate costumes, and as he gets, I'll show them in the future, don't worry. See? Exchanging intel isn't so bad, is it?
Stop trying to bond with me, please. Besides, you knew it was coming as much as I did.
Still, it's important to communicate these things, especially when it's not just us two.
Stop trying to fill me with these unnatural feelings.
Unnecessary feelings, yeah. What did I just say? Wah wah.
Come on, we have one more to find.
Let me guess, that person's dead too.
Well, that's what we'll have to find out in the next part, where we finish off the dungeon and technically the chapter. So see you for that.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.